So I was just playing through recently through the Master Chief collection of Halo, and I just finished Halo Reach as well, which is probably the prequel before the first Halo game and the events that transpire from there. And it was a little bit, let's say, how to say, it was an interesting experience, and it's also evident as I just hear the things that I record. On one hand, it would help to have a structure, to have, let's say, some points to talk about, etc., etc. But on the other hand, it's more helpful, at least for my brain or for just my, let's say, to keep in order some thoughts in my head, because most of the times they are just chaotic and all over the place, to just go with it, and take an opportunity that is closer to creating something as well as enjoying something that I like. Because nowadays it's pretty much very simple and very straightforward to create something, like just starting a channel and giving it a groove, seeing how I like, and just elaborating about thoughts that there are in our heads. It's an interesting time period of life right now, because there's a lot of, let's say, weird stuff happening, but there's also a lot of opportunities for just expressing ourselves, especially if we don't resonate with our we don't resonate with our close ones, with the context that we're in, with a lot of, let's say, uh, persons or situations that are within us. There's something like YouTube, for example, that we can just dump some thoughts or some opinions that we have, and maybe, if we're lucky, we can just resonate with other people. So just trying to reorganize things and going back, of course, going back into the part of the Halo games. It's been a very interesting experience so far because it's different. It's been different, and I've recently started to pick up games that I have on my backlog, mostly single player games, because I've been wasting a lot of time on live service games, which of course they factor the engagement metric that we have in a lot of games that we have nowadays. And it's been quite the experience. It's been an experience with the start and the finish. It's been an experience with revisiting some games that have been way, way, way old, like for example, the start of the Xbox Live era, which I was currently playing at the time, World of Warcraft, at its genesis, let's say, and I didn't get to experience any of it. And I just winged it, and I just said, hey, why not just play those games? And then see, go all the way back. And because I've also played Destiny, in that sense, see some things that can be comparable, some art direction, some choices, some assets, some general aesthetics from Bungie all the way back then. And it's been really nice. And then I was thinking, why do I have a backlog? There is a backlog, and it's constantly been growing. And why not just focus on not buying any more games and just finishing the ones that I have already and go from there? And it's been also like this endeavor, which is, as I've talked before, like expressing myself, putting my thoughts right here without too much of a talking point schedule. I might do that in the future, I don't really know. But just putting my thoughts, putting my experiences in that spectrum with some game footage and see where I go. Because create a creative process is not always going to be perfect. It's not always going to be something that is going to be what we want from the get-go. But we have to start from somewhere, don't we? And we have to just do something, create something, and then we go from there. We watch those creations afterwards from a part of a perspective that is outside of the creating scope because we are not in the moment, let's say, and we also can take feedback from people that watch this and they can tell us what do they think or they can share their own thoughts regarding on that matter. And yeah, the game has been or the whole series, but also the Halo Reach game has been very, let's say, some moments have been very emotional for me. Like, and as I see the footage right now, because I didn't record the footage and do the talking at the same time because I don't know. I just wanted to do it like that right now. It was not targeted, but I just ended up doing it like this. It gave me a much slower feeling, and a detachment from the metrics and the engagement of some live service games that I've been playing, but I don't play anymore. And it's been a really nice, let's say, immersion experience after I come back from work, after I've finished DJing a bit because I also DJ, but that's another story. And yeah, it's been quite of a peaceful and calm experience and story immersive experience. And it's been a hell of a ride so far. I was like seeing, even if the games are dated, they evoke a certain state of conveyment of their story, of their, let's say, of the context that they want to convey, even if the graphics are not up to date. And I like that. I actually like that in that sense. And yeah, pretty much that. So I guess plus minus, this is going to be it for this one. Let me know what you think from your end. What type of games have you been playing recently? Have you been trying to also enjoy some single player games as well? Or what games have you been playing? What's your current perspective on this whole context of gaming nowadays? And the most important thing, guys, take it easy, take it cool, take your time. Yeah, have an amazing one, and see you on the next one, whenever that's going to be. Ciao.